guys, I'm Rebecca and these are my reviews, and today's video is actually based on the holidays and gift giving, particularly for those people who are difficult to find gifts for, either because they say they don't want anything or they already have everything seemingly. And so I put together some of the things that I feel are my favorite things and some really unique things that would make really good gifts. Okay, so for the first one, these ones are alcohol-based gifts. You know, during the holidays, I feel like a lot of times people do like to get alcohol, but you don't necessarily want to give them just another bottle of wine or another bottle of whiskey, which is great, you know. If you want to do that, absolutely. But I have some other options for you. So in good taste, I've talked about this a couple of times. This one is actually their United Grapes of America. Kind of cute, right? And it's wines from all over the country. There's one from Texas, one from Virginia, you know, just some interesting places that you're like, wow, did not know that they even made wine, let alone that it was actually pretty good. So the cool thing about this company is that their wines are sold in little shorty bottles, which are approximately 1 glass of wine, and you get 8 different wines in a box, and then you can do a wine tasting with somebody from In Good Taste who can lead you through the wines. I've done this 3 or 4 times now, and it's always really fun. You learn a lot. And these shorty bottles are just such a great way to taste a lot of different wines without opening full-sized bottles. You know, it's the next best thing to actually going to wineries, and it's just been a really great fun thing to do during quarantine when I'm not leaving the house, to be able to experience all of these different wines sitting at home. And because you can do the wine tasting online, it's one of those things that would be really great to bring you together with your family, because I know a lot of people can't see their, I did not think I was gonna break down, hang on. A lot of people can't see their family this year, and this is one way to get together on Zoom and you're not just talking, but you're doing something together, and you can say, here, you know, I got you this box of wine and we can do a tasting together. And you can do it with just your family. You can do it with a ton of different people. They do random tastings on Wednesday, so you can just show up by yourself if you want. It's just a fun thing to do, a unique way to bring people together. And I love the cutie patootie little shorty bottles. They also do sell larger size bottles if you find one that you like, but I just love these tasting kits. Another wine-based one is Vejo, which I've reviewed a million times, and you get 2 bottles of wine, and I believe that they have a discount thing going right now where you can actually get 3 bottles of wine, which is awesome. And they have pampering goodies. There's always like a tasty snack and some bath items, maybe some cozy socks or a scarf or something, and I just love that box. It's so wonderful. It's definitely geared more toward women, but it is just a wine and other lovely things to make you feel lovely. Weekly tasting is one that I haven't reviewed in a while, but I love that box because it's another way to learn a lot about wines, and they have different wine boxes every week. So you can kind of pick and choose and see what they have. Plus, weekly tasting is a part of a larger company called WTSO, Wines Till Sold Out, and they have a website of basically discounted wines, and they are really great wines. They have a page for holiday wines, a page for, you know, more expensive fancy wines, the premium wines, and then they have like their deal of the day wine, and then you've got the weekly tasting, which is a kit, and you can watch a video of a sommelier going through the different wines, and you get tasting notes and cards and things, and the boxes are themed, so it might be like Italian wines or wines that go with takeout food, or, you know, things like that. They have fun themes a lot of times. So that's another really great wine gift giving sort of a thing. Shaker and Spoon has become one of my favorites, and I have given this as a gift. In fact, I've given Vejo and weekly tasting as gifts as well, and this one is a cocktail kit. You can make 3 different cocktails from the ingredients. They do not include the alcohol, so if you were to give this as a gift, you could just give it as is, and I believe it's like $55. Or you could, you know, give them this and a bottle of whatever alcohol goes with the kits, and they have different ones. I think this month, which I should be getting in a couple of days, is a rum theme, but they also have one-off boxes, so you could go, hey, hey, you know, I know so-and-so really likes whiskey and here's this whiskey cocktail box, or, you know, whatever suits whoever you're giving it to. This is a really, really fun thing to do. I have been absolutely loving these boxes, and it's just, you know, fun to do at home to make craft cocktails. Another fun idea, a less expensive idea, is to make somebody a homemade hot buttered rum kit. So I did a video last year, I believe it was, on a hot buttered rum, and it's a pretty simple recipe. It's basically just butter, brown sugar, and then some like cinnamon and nutmeg, and you smush it all together, and you make your batter. So this I made for myself so I could have hot buttered rum the other day, but you could put it like in a cute little mason jar or something, or even a tin, and then decorate it and make it cute, and then give them the little batter and a bottle of rum, and you basically just add hot water and you've got yourself a hot buttered rum, which is such a wonderfully festive cocktail, and it's easy, but who drinks hot buttered rum on the regular, you know? I feel like that's kind of an old school thing that nobody really does anymore, but I like the throwback, and I was watching White Christmas the other day. That's what first inspired me to make myself a hot buttered rum, because Bing Crosby talks about drinking a hot buttered rum, light on the butter. So I feel like this is a fun way to have a holiday themed cocktail spirit that you could make somebody, and it's maybe a little less expensive than like the $55 shaker and spoon. Another alcohol gift is, this is actually homemade vanilla extract, and this one I made with cognac. You traditionally would make it with vodka, but you can also make it with bourbon or anything like that to get an interesting flavored vanilla. And I just bought these bottles on Amazon. I got like an 8-pack, and then I bought a thing of vanilla beans, and you just throw it in there with the alcohol. That's it. It's just vanilla beans and alcohol, and then you let it sit for at least 6 months. I was watching Ina Garten was cooking something, and she pulled out her jar of vanilla extract, and she said that she's had that same jar going for 35 years. And you just, you know, add or swap out the vanilla beans as they get old and add more alcohol, and you can just keep the same one going for years and years and years. And it is a wonderful way to have really fantastic high quality vanilla extract. And it's just, you know, and you can dress up your little bottle, put a bow on it or whatever, and I thought this would make a really cute idea. You could even use one of the little shorty bottles from the In Good Taste wine bottles as little vanilla bottles too. I think that would be really cute. And I love homemade gifts. You know, I feel like those are so greatly appreciated, especially if you're on a budget like so many people are this year. Speaking of homemade things, rum balls. I make rum balls for my family every year. It's been a tradition since I was a kid, because my mom used to make them for my dad, and then I started making them. They're easy, but they are time consuming, and so that's why it's a once a year kind of a thing, but they're so delicious. I made a video with Colin, I think maybe a couple of years ago, of us making rum balls, and it's just one of those festive, homemade, lovely gifts. I save jars and tins throughout the year to put the rum balls in at Christmas, and I just pass them out to my family, and they love them. Some non-alcoholic beverage ideas. Sips By is a tea subscription, and it's very personalized. So I feel like you would either have to really know the person's tea things or just get them a subscription and say, here, fill out your own thing, kind of a thing. But I saw this on, I think it was like maybe a BuzzFeed gift idea list or something, and they had sent this to me, and this is my second box from them, and you guys, I just love this. This one especially came with like coconut cocoa tea, which I had the other night, and it was so good. A Teeccino pumpkin spice. I love me some Teeccino. A rooibos tea, you know, and it's all personalized, and it's just a fun way to explore new teas. So that's a fun one. And then speaking of Teeccino, Teeccino came out with a bunch of holiday seasonal flavors. So I have snickerdoodle and gingerbread, plus, you know, they've got like the pumpkin spice. They have all kinds of beautiful, wonderful flavors. And it's that wonderful kind of beverage that's not quite coffee, but it's more than tea, and I drink it pretty much every single night. You know, I'll make my family hot cocoa and I'll have a cup of Teeccino, and I just love it. It has all sorts of good ingredients to keep your gut healthy. It's a little bit sweet, so it takes the edge off my sweet tooth at night. I love me some Teeccino. And then this one, if you have a coffee lover, you know, obviously you can just get them coffee, but this is a subscription called Matchmade Coffee, and they pair your coffee with cookies. So that's why this one is special. I love this. In fact, I already ate the cookies, but I still had some coffee left over. But I just love that concept of sending you coffee and cookies. This one definitely more of a luxury item. This is from Vejo, and it is a personal little blender. I did review this. It's a little bit dirty. I use mine all the time, and you get just little pods of different mixes, and I've been drinking the collagen one lately, but they have lots of different fruity flavors and stuff. I don't like the coffee one. Don't get the whey coffee. That one's gross. But the other ones all seem to be really, really good, and this is such a cute little personal blender. You know, I mean, it's just such a good size, and I drink it right out of here. And all you do is add water. So it's fantastic. I love this thing. Another beverage is, if you have a kombucha lover in your life, a Kombucha Kit. I was given one for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I finally busted it out during quarantine and started making homebrew kombucha. And it was so much fun just to come up with different flavors and learn how to brew this thing. And it is a long-term process. And because I love kombucha, I thought that it was a wonderful, wonderful thing. And so if you have a kombucha lover, I was just given like a jug that was meant for kombucha, but they do sell like whole kombucha kits and stuff. So that one's really fun too. This is my new obsession. This is Deadbolt Mystery Society. So this one is actually their holiday version. This one is Death at the Lamplight Theater, which is about the actor playing Scrooge in A Christmas Carol is murdered and you have to solve it. And there are some Christmassy items in here. The flyer from the play. Oh, I loved this. They had like an actual evidence bag. And then some of the clues were like, had snowflakes or were in the shape of a Christmas tree. You know, there was like a little math puzzle that you had to figure out, and it was little Christmas guys. I love these boxes. They are so much fun. And they also have one right now that's a mini, I think it's called like Sweet Tooth or something. And I just bought it because I'm like looking, make sure he's not around listening. My son was wanting to do these. And so it's a mini version that I guess comes in just an envelope and not a full box. And so it's not quite as extensive. So I got that one for him to put in his stocking. And they're not all like super scary. I mean, yes, they're murder mystery things, but you know, it's not like overly gory or anything like that. The Halloween version one was pretty spooky, but this one wasn't that scary. So I thought that would be really fun for him to do. Also, in the line of mysteries, I love the Nancy Drew video games. You can get them for PC or Mac. I play mine all on the PC. I use Steam, and then like the old games are only like $6.99, so that's great. But like Midnight in Salem, which I think was their last one that came out last December, I think it's like $20, and that makes an excellent gift. Also, Nancy Drew, if you want to start your kids young, Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew is a series of books. There's like 40-something books, and they're all about Nancy Drew when she was in 3rd grade with Bess and George, and I've been reading those books to my kids on Libby, and they absolutely love them, but you can get like box sets on Amazon and stuff, so if you're a Nancy Drew fan. Okay, I have some CBD oil. I've talked about Sweet Drop before. I've been using this one for a while. It's just a CBD oil, and they have different flavors. This one is blood orange. I think they also have like cotton candy and something else. And then this one I just started using is from Jupiter. This one is mint flavored. And with CBD oil, it's supposed to be for like stress and anxiety. I started taking it to help with my inflammation. You know, it's supposed to be good for all sorts of things, and it's not, you know, there's no THC is that what it's called? It's not gonna get you high. You know, it's just the good parts of a marijuana plant to help you basically just, you know, relax. CBD has become very popular. These are the only 2 brands that I've tried. I know my best friend has a brand that she really loves. I can't remember the name of it, Lord and something, I don't know. And last year I got my stepdad some CBD oil just from like the random dispensary down the street, because I live in California and I can. And you know, it's just one of those things that, hey, who's not under a lot of stress right now? Who's not having anxiety, you know? So I feel like this kind of thing is really nice. And, you know, especially if you haven't tried it before, or if you wanted to try a new brand or something, you know, CBD oil. Like I said, I got some for my stepdad for Christmas last year. Some more relaxation things. I have this set of Chirp Wheels. They are basically just like, have you seen yoga wheels? You lay on this and it stretches out your back and it'll just like pop and realign you, and it feels so freaking good. And Chirp has these 3 different sizes. So you've got the large one, which is a little more easy on your back. You know, there's less bending, and so, you know, you just go back and forth on it and get a nice little spinal massage. And the thing that I like about this company in particular is, first of all, these things are hefty and sturdy. Like, I put all of my weight on this and had 0 issues. They haven't like cracked or anything. Colin has used them. And they have this rubber stuff on the top, so it's a little bit spongy, so it's perfectly comfortable. And then they have a divot in the middle for your spine, because my spine sticks out, especially when I round my back at all. Like when I'm doing regular yoga, I have a pile of 3 mats, or I use my thicker jujitsu mats to do yoga, because otherwise it hurts my spine to roll on the floor. So I love that they have this on there. And you've got the larger size, and then a medium size, and then a smaller one for really just, you know, getting in there. And all 3 of them are wonderful. I generally speaking use all 3 of them. I'll start with the big one and work my way down to the little one. I use these while I'm doing yoga. They came with a thing that shows all the different ways you can use these in different poses and stuff. So you don't have to be a yogi to use these. You can just be any old person. In fact, on their site, they have a bunch of like super cheeky commercials of like pirates using it, and I don't know, you guys, but these really are wonderful. And if you know somebody who sits at a computer all day, because don't we all now, these are so great for just stretching out your back, and man, they feel good, so good. And on that same line, I have my little mini massage gun that I just talked about, and then my big one that came in this big old case. And there are a ton of different brands that have these. I don't care what brand you get. I don't even know if I have discount codes, but I love both of these. In fact, my back has been really, really sore, so I started using this morning, and then I was like, nope, that's not cutting it. I'm pulling out the big mamba jamba. This is just so helpful. It makes everything feel better. It just helps your body to heal faster. I mean, it's not going to completely get rid of things, but it will make things feel a lot better. These are from a company called the Butters, and they're just, you know, like body butter moisturizers. The company has a lot of different things. They have bath bombs and all sorts of stuff. But the thing that I like about these and why they're on my gifting list is because of the cheeky names. I feel like I've been using the word cheeky a lot, but you know, they're just sort of saucy and funny, and you know, like this one is Mother Effin' Mediterranean Fig, and this one is Champagne Problems. You know, so this is the kind of thing that like I would give to my sister just because of the name Champagne Problems. You know what I mean? So that's why I really like, I mean, the product itself is fantastic, don't get me wrong, and they smell amazing, and it's all really good stuff. You know, they don't put yucky stuff in here, and they're cruelty-free and all of that. So the actual product is wonderful, but I love the names, and I think the names themselves make for a very good gift, a fun, funny kind of a thing, and they have a bunch of different options for you. So depending on who you're gifting it to, I'm sure you can find something that they would enjoy. And then I have a sushi kit. So I know I got this and it came with a couple other things. I think some like chopsticks and chopstick holders, and I think this one actually came with like, it's like a plastic mold, and then you just like push one end and you push out a sushi roll. That thing works terribly. But this is very simple and so easy to use. June especially loves sushi. I mean, I love sushi too, but she was asking for it constantly, and we're like, okay, listen, child, sushi is expensive. So because we're staying at home, we decided to learn how to make it ourselves. And it turns out it's not that difficult. I mean, the rolls don't always turn out perfectly, don't get me wrong. And June, my 7-year-old, has been rolling sushi rolls. Every time we have sushi now, you make some sushi rice, which I just found a recipe online, and then we got some seaweed from Ralph's, you know, and then you can just throw whatever you want in there, cucumber, avocado, fish if you wanted, or whatever. And it's just a really easy, fun thing to do. And I feel like this is one of those things. It's like a $15 kit that once you actually start doing it, it's a lot of fun, and I think it would be great for sushi lovers, especially since, you know, we can't really go out for sushi. Yeah, you can do takeout, but going out for sushi is so much fun. And so when you can make your own sushi, it kind of brings back the fun of going out for sushi, at least for me anyway. And then my final thing, which I don't actually have with me, so I'll show you pictures. If you know anybody with an Instant Pot, first of all, if they don't have an Instant Pot, you can buy them an Instant Pot. They're wonderful. They're so handy. And I found these Instant Pot wraps. I have an R2-D2 one, and I got mine off of Etsy. I've seen them on Amazon. They're inexpensive, like $15, and they're just so cute, and you can swap them out because they're really easy to apply. It's just like you wrap it around and it's magnetic on the back. So, you know, you can swap them out all the time if you wanted to. And I think that that's a really fun and easy gift to give somebody who has an Instant Pot. Also, Colin bought me for my birthday an Instant Pot air fryer lid. I think it was my birthday. Anyway, it's just the lid. So if you already have an Instant Pot, it's just, you know, an additional lid. It's a different lid, and you can air fry things if you don't already have an air fryer. So that was another thing that I thought was a really great Instant Pot accessory that I absolutely love and I think would make a great gift. So anyway, those are just meant to be some gift giving ideas for you. Obviously there's a million different things. I've reviewed a million different things. If you know somebody and you're like, well, hey, you know, I know they like history, you just Google history subscription box and boom. I did a history by mail one, and somebody actually just commented, which is making me think of it. And yeah, that's a fantastic gift for somebody who loves history. And so subscription boxes are really great that way, and most subscription box companies, I don't know most, but a lot of them have one-off boxes that you can just do a one-time gift and you don't have to do a full subscription. So that's a great way to do gifts. Homemade gifts are always amazing if you can knit or sew or crochet or bake or anything like that. Super amazing. These ones are easy because you don't have to cook. You just need to throw some beans in a jar and some alcohol and boom, you have homemade vanilla and it's fancy, and who doesn't need homemade vanilla? You know, or the hot buttered rum kit. You know, things that are a little more homemade but still fun and festive and unique. So anyway, like I said, I will have all of the information in the description box. I will link other videos that I have, any sort of discount codes that I might have on things. Oh, you know what? Another amazing, amazing thing, these rubber bands. They're from, I wanna say it's Erickson, Erickson, something like that. You can get them at Nordstrom. I've seen them on Amazon. These are the best freaking rubber bands I've ever used. If you have thick or heavy hair or know somebody who has thick or heavy hair, these are amazing. They're expensive. It's like $18 for a 10 pack, maybe it's a 15 pack. And you can get them in all sorts of different colors and stuff, but they are amazing. My hair is very heavy and rubber bands always fall out of them. I tried one of those Pony O things, absolute rubbish. These are amazing, and my hair doesn't get all tangled up on them either. They do have a little hard nubbin, but it hasn't been an issue. Love these things, absolutely love them. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Happy holidays. I hope you're all doing well. I know this time of year can be really tough. I'm having a hard time, trust me, I'm struggling. I don't get to see my family this year and it hurts. But, you know, we just have to stay positive and do the best we can, and it'll all be over eventually, right? So anyway, I love you guys. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!